Hello everybody, welcome to the broadcast of Race 2 of the iGPFun Spec Racer Ford tournament, racing today at RoadAmerica, a very fast track with a lot of draft, which is likely going to make for some pretty exciting racing with a lot of overtaking. 27 drivers qualified. You can see the lap times, qualifying times at the bottom. Christopher Damm took pole position, second time in a row. He had actually a very fast sub 2:39 lap time. Second is Luca Varani, followed by Monti and Bertani, and you can read the other drivers yourself at the bottom. Once again, qualifying lap times pretty fast. The big difference in qualifying was whether you had somebody to draft with or not. A draft is worth probably 1.5 seconds on this track. 28 drivers actually attempted to qualify, but Richard Franco could not start the race for technical reasons. Drivers are getting ready to start now. We'll see. Engines are revving. And here we go. Everything looks clear. Bertani is now Silverwood, I'm not sure. The red car is passing Clark. The red one, the green one, sorry. Everybody seems to be behaving. No drama through the first corner, it seems. The leaders are already single file. Somebody else is going side by side, of course. And into the long straight, leading to 3:25. Varani is attacking Christopher Damm for the lead. Somebody behind is getting out of the draft. Oh, it's that that benefits the red car. And again, yeah, little drama for Bertani, nothing too bad. Again, everybody well behaved. Couple of cars side by side going under the bridge. It's a tight corner, and they're through. Christian Mancini with the yellow car. Clark Williams with the green one. We'll actually put the overlays in a second. Single flight to the carousel, of course. Nobody seems to have had problems on this first lap of the race. 17 laps to go. Race time about 45 minutes. This is again the long straight going into Canada corner. The bands are really plowed out. They're not felt on this with this car. The field is getting streamlined a little bit, going up the hill towards the end of the lap. Christopher Damm very close to Varani, and John Ansby is attacking, it seems, Clark Williams with a green car. Going into T1, it's not the easiest corner to pass. And Andrew Taylor is attacking Bertani. Later in the field is Robert Simpkins with a red and black car, I believe. Somebody was alongside him, I didn't quite see. Richard Thorpe Jensen. Again, Robert with Richard, side by side, positions 15 and 16, running together into a braking zone. We'll see. And Richard has passed Robert. Defending positions probably not really worth it on this track. Working together and staying in the draft is probably more important. Meanwhile, I apologize, actually the race position shown is not correct. Doesn't matter, that's Christopher Dine. Sorry, second place, getting close to Varani with a draft. We'll see if he will attack. No, stays behind with Cosimo Monti in the orange and cyan car with a gold livery. Trying to sort out the scoring, see if we can get it working correctly. Some technical problems, sorry for that. Whereas John Alfie seems to be on the attack again. Christian Manzini on the yellow car, defending the inside. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, side by side into the first corner. Still side by side, and unfortunately touch. Somebody has got collected again. I think it's Luca Agretti, and Rod Silverwood spun ahead of them. Bad, really. Everybody else at least seems to be doing alright. Going back to the leaders. Christopher with a blue car with a red stripe, orange stripe very close. Slavko Zenovic in fourth position, the four leaders. Building a little bit of a gap on Andrew Taylor. Okay, the overlays wheel positions are correct now, at least for a few guys. Lap 2 of the race, I believe you can actually read the lap counter in the banner at the top. A lot of duels around. This is the red car was Bertani. He went off track and he hit the wall on the outside of the track. Richard Thorpe Jensen here batting it out with David Sabak. Again, apologies for the pronunciation. Oh, that's not a place to attack. That's a king. Very difficult corner. Good thing that Richard backed off. I don't think it's a good idea to go side by side into the king. We'll see if he can pass for Canada corner. Behind them, Robert Finking and Laszlo Ziglecki. Again, sorry for pronunciation. They are on the move. Going back to the leaders, actually, Christopher Dam went into fourth position. Try to get a replay of this. Sorry, we missed it. Here we are for the pass into Canada corner. This is the Carousel. Getting on the draft, gaining a lot of speed, of course. Moving to the inside, well, it's on the outside right now, but it will be on the inside, tracking in corner. No real defense by Varani. Cosimo Monti just behind them, and Zlatko's tucked in as well. As I was saying, it's a track where it's really important to stay together, work together. Nobody can really pull away if everybody stays in the draft. The lap times difference are too small to pull away. 5th position, Andrew Taylor. He is 2 seconds behind Zlatko. That's turned to be quite a lot. He's followed by Clark Williams, green car. Let's go back to the leaders. Getting together into turn 1. There are a lot of battles around the field. Not quite sure what to follow. This is the battle for 15 positions, 5 drivers. There are Michael Zentiak, Gianni Selitol with a yellow and orange car. Steve Greenwood is there, Lucas Dereski is there, and Simone Pancri with a yellow and green car. Go back to the leaders and they missed it again. There is an attack by Monti on Varani. Back a little. Apologies, I keep missing the actions, but there is really a lot going on in the race. So, getting into turn 5, everybody is single file, no problem. Conti is very, very late under braking, actually forces Varani wide. They are side by side into a follow corner. Then he just gives up. But have a look at the gap that Christopher Dahm was able to build. So 1.3 seconds in just a couple of corners. 2 seconds is what matters. If you gain 2 seconds on with the car following you, he will be out of the draft. Less than 2 seconds. Oh, Monti is wide. Slow down a little more again. This is really working well for Christian behind them, Zlatko and Andrew Taylor. Andrew passing Zlatko on the carousel. A lot of battles were slowing the people down. So saying this is working very well for Christopher. He has the pace to run away. He's a couple of times faster than everybody else on the field. That's not enough to get away on a draft, but if he's alone, he will be able to. Again, people together. Varani looking at the inside, not really passing, and just behind him, Andrew Taylor, Zlatko Zenovic, and Clark Williams again are together. 1.6 seconds, the gap that was given to Christopher. We see. These drivers will be able to work together and move back up to Christopher or not. Meanwhile, in the rest of the field, actually, there is Moreno Bertani that has stopped to the pits for repairs. Varani very close to Monti, not place to pass, I believe. T1. And again, Andrew and Zlatko are... Zlatko and Clark are very close together. Christopher, 1.7 seconds. 39.4 the previous lap. Cosimo Monti, 40.5. Varani 41.0. That's just the effect of the overtaking. Varani is getting out of the draft, getting alongside into the braking. We'll see. That's Cosimo's defending, Cosimo Monti, and again they are losing a lot of time. Varani is back in second place. Andrew Taylor gained on them, got closer. It's a 5-car group now. but look here, Christopher Dunn, 2.7 seconds ahead, is out of a draft. He can make his own race, he just needs to drive fast, and is of course capable of doing that, and he will be left alone the whole race. We'll see the lap times for when they cross the finish line, but 39.4 for Christopher Dunn without a draft. That's a fast lap time. Out of battles, I was saying, around the track. I'm trying to look at the gaps and see if we can see some action going. This is a group battling it out for 14th place, 15th place. They've been exchanging positions quite a lot. Let's move back to the leaders. Clark very close to Zlatko. Maybe we'll attack him on the long straight, the start-finish straight. It's uphill. The draft is certainly important here. No major drama on track. Everybody seems to be reasonably well behaved. Varani is waving a little. I think it's trying to signal something to Monty. Behind the leaders, side by side, Richard attacking Zlatko for 7th place. Zlatko defends the inside and keeps the position. Sorry, Laszlo, not Zlatko. Turn 3, very important, the exit into the long straight. Richard is getting out of the draft, maybe a little early actually. He could have stayed behind a little longer and get a better toe. He is on the outside, getting into turn 5 maybe. And again, Laszlo defends well and keeps 7th position. Richard on the inside now, he gives up. Seems faster, but it's not quite finding a place to pass at this time. You can see the leaders in the back. Here they are, and the gap 39.2, Christopher Dunn, very quick. Varani 40.2, that's 1 full second gained by Christopher. Of course, 40.2 was includes the times lost with the overtaking maneuver on Monty. Monty 40.9, Taylor 39.7, just like that with Nesbitt. Williams 39.6. So that's what going side by side in the corner gives you. So Christopher Dunn 3.4 seconds ahead of the field. He is not in the draft game anymore. He can just draft by himself. If he can keep up the pace, he will actually win the race. Christopher, of course, did win the last race at Summit Point. Clarkson Williams, very close again. Lap 5 has started for the leaders, I believe. I'm gonna check just in case there is an error. Clark on the inside. Nice pass. I think Zlatko didn't defend. Or didn't save. He's on the inside now, but it's not really an attack. I think he just wanted to move to the left to see the reference point for the braking a little better. Let's try to get some in camera. Oh, Monty, no, he spec is moving left and right. He could probably attack Varani. Varani again forced wide. Was probably afraid of Monty getting on the inside again. This is really not helping their race. They're slowing down a lot. Christopher is not. Clark, he passed Slack for fifth, now seems to be on the attack of Andrew Taylor for position 4. Apologies if I keep the camera on the leaders, but it seems an active group. Okay, let's try to get some on-camera action. This is the King. Very fast corner, very difficult corner in faster car than the SRF. SRF is really flat out. Clark is attacking. He's gone. Fast on the inside for underbraking for Canada corner, and Clark is up to 4th place. I think he started 8th, I believe, on grid, something like that. Steve Green, good, that's damaged car. Fighting for 15th place with Mikael Zantiak, 14th place actually. I'm not sure what happened, but clearly was contact around here. We don't seem to be faring very well. Damaged car, but will probably stop for repair. Back to the leaders. The car in the grass is Simone Pancri, was 21st. Probably spun out under braking. It's a difficult braking zone. There is a dip in the track. Just if you are a little long, then you will actually slide outside. Clark Williams very fast behind Cosimo Monti. Varani is using all the track and a little more. He's probably trying to push to move back on Christopher. And there is actually a gap of only 2 seconds between position 2, Varani, and position 6, Zanovic. Varani seems faster in this part of the track. That's of course where the draft is a little less important. There are more corners. He's opening up a gap, but let's see, it's 1 second, almost 9/10 of a second. That's just not enough to get away. The cars will be sucked back up. Meanwhile, Clark Williams very close to Cosimo. Is not attacking, stays tucked in behind him. And you can see the gap. It used to be 9/10 of the second. The beginning of the straight is now just over 6/10 of the second. That's simply the effect of the draft. Lap times 39.1. Christopher Dam very quick. 49.9 Varani on the previous lap, and it's 5 seconds ahead Christopher. Very, very quick. Seven lap of the race, 10 laps to go. Let's have a look at the positions. Again, the gaps are not quite correct, but the relative positions are fine. Christopher Dam is leading the race, followed by Varani, Monti, Williams, Taylor and Zenevich. 5 cars really lapping together. Again, Clark Williams very close to Monti, having a look at the inside but not attacking. You see the gap between Varani and Monti is about something like 6/10 of a second, a little less at the end of the straight, and then this is the part of the track where Monti seems to lose a little ground, but they all get back on the straights, get back together. So was reading the positions. So Nezevich, position 6, then there is a gap building to Richard Thorpe Jensen, 7. Let's have a look at them. Minas Tsiklis, 8th place. They are not together anymore. Somebody must have had enough. Then David Kertes, position 9, position 10 for Robert Sintings, but let's see if Clark is attacking now. Stays behind again. 39.4 the lap time for Clark Williams on the previous lap, of course, aided by the draft. Clark seems a little faster than Cosimo. And again the gap to Varani has closed. These 5 cars are a little elongated now. I don't know if it's an English word for this, but we're pushing. So Monti 39.2, Williams as well, Varani 39.2 out of a draft. He actually gained 3/10 of a second this lap on Christopher Dam. Varani may be getting a little bit of a push from the cars behind. I'm not sure actually how significant it is. So they are going fast, trying to close the gap to Christopher Dam, which is now 4.7 seconds ahead. Has lost just a little bit, but it seems in control. Williams again, going on the inside of Monti. It seems like this time he's passing very much on the inside and is up to 3rd place. Very clean passing. No side-by-side action. The speed was kept there. Monti is now getting side-by-side. That's not really useful. Only thing it accomplishes is that it slows both of the cars down. No chance for Monti to overtake there, and in fact Varani now has a little bit of a gap, 1 second again. Going back to the standings, position 10, Robert Simpkins. That's well behind the leaders actually. The 6 leading cars are driving really fast actually. So let's have a look at the lap times. You see Robert Simpkins, Rod Silverwood are lapping in 40.8, so in the high 40s. David behind them, 40.7 again. Minas, position 8, 42. He had probably a problem this lap. So these guys are 1 second a lap, even a little more slower than the leaders. So position 11, Rod Silverwood. Let's move back to the leading pack. Drivers leading the race. It seems that 7 drivers have retired. Christian Mancini, that's a notable retirement. Yeah, it's not on the race anymore. He had the crash at the beginning with John Ansby. John Ansby, by the way, is back in position 15, having fun, it seems like, with Luca Agretti, where we are both involved in the crash on lap 3 early in the race, and we are battling it out ever since. 41.1, 42, of course, we are slowed down by the battle. John Ansby is very good under braking. He can defend his position really well. Now this case actually is not attacking him. So they have a gap. Let's see if he can make up some ground. Ahead of them is Radu Kostin, is actually 17 seconds ahead of them, so that seems quite a lot. We are probably on lap 10. Ansby defending the inside, Zanetti with a draft. Move that side, it's very difficult to overtake on the outside on T1, the first corner. In fact, he does not succeed. Yeah, it goes. Yes. Behind. Sorry, I cannot show you the speed of the two cars. If I show you a camera car from the car behind. Off track by John Ansby. Nothing important really, no speed loss. Luca is using the old track. Let's go back to the leaders because again I lost it, but Clark Williams has passed. We get the replay going in a second. Clark got in the draft, was very quick, running 39.3 the last lap around, so they are actually pushing hard, but Clark got the draft. They're very close by side in 51. Again, Varani doesn't seem to be fighting for position. So, Clark is up to second place. We are on lap 12, I believe. 5 laps to go. We'll check it out on the ticker at the top of the screen. Shows up. Varani getting into the draft. Moving alongside. Second. Easy pass, he's there. Why is it? Oh. Big mistake by Varani. 3 cars involved. Clark Williams restarted. Cosimo Monti is through. Andrew Taylor is damaged. Clark Connected is through. Big error by Varani. Let's see if we can get the replay, see what happened. The build up, this is Williams passing Varani. going. Moving on the inside, it seems clear, and then it just cuts in front of Clark, crashes everybody out. That's too bad. Race spoiled for 3 drivers, possibly 5. No more battle for second. Very bad move. Clark Williams is still on track, but his car looks damaged. He will probably have to stop. So the lap counter is broken again. Let's see if we can reset the system. Should be lap 11 for the leaders. Not sure actually. I apologize, I cannot get the lap counter to work. Still, after the drama on corner 5, Christopher Dunn is leading the race. Should be, yeah, lap 12 we are. And so Christopher has a 10 seconds now gap on Cosimo Monti, 7/10 of a second ahead of Zlatko Nezovic. Clark Williams was 4, but he is stopping. Andrew Taylor, damaged car, he has to stop at the pits for repair as well, and this brought Richard Thorpe Jensen up in 4th place. Fifth place now for Minas, who is fighting with David and Robert Sinkins. David, the blue and white car, just got into 5th place, and Robert is now attacking for T3, and he passes under braking. Clark Williams sits behind them, so it's, as it was a relatively quick stop at the pits for repair. And Minas is overtaking again. Very clean pass. Is back up in 7th place. Robert is fighting back on the inside. He's gone. Again, they seem to be having fun. Of course, they did lose some time. Meanwhile, up ahead, Zlatko is attacking Cosimo Monti for position 2, getting into Canada corner. Zlatko is on the inside. Seems like he's gone. Yes, he is. Position 2 for Zlatko Zenovic in the red car. Robert Sinkins is now in 6th place. Now we'll see, these 3 drivers probably are gonna get back together thanks to the draft. Clark is behind them, probably faster. We cannot show you the lap times because I reset the program actually, so the times you see at the bottom are clearly not the lap times. Gianni Little is 9th. Varane is back in 10th place. Prepared car. Position 11 for Rod Silverwood. This is Rod Silverwood. Again, apologies every time I change the camera, actually it switches to another driver. Andrew Taylor, damaged by the crash caused by Varane, is now in 12th place. Let's move back to David, Robert and Minas. Fighting position 5, 4, 5 and 6, no, sorry, 5, 6 and 7. Lap 13, 5 laps to go, little over 10 minutes. Up ahead, Christopher Dam very much in control, 39.0 the last lap, keeps running very fast lap, one after the other. Amazing driving by Christopher, very nice race. Zlatko is second, 40.4 is last lap time. Part is because he was attacking Cosimo, but actually you can see that he has a damaged car. Let's see if you can. Yeah, here it is. Actually, Cosimo Monti seems to have hit him under braking. So we move back. Let's replay. We went back a few seconds. Little slow exit by Zlatko, getting into turn 3. Cosimo is well behind, very late on the braking, and he hits Zlatko. That's the damaged car. Aerodynamics seems spoiled, ruined. Zlatko may have a problem, may have lost some top speed with this, due to this. Back behind the leader, position 6 with Robert Sinkins. Nice line, just behind David Curtis, position 5. Clark Williams is getting close to them, a couple of seconds. Robert moving to the inside, not really an attack, is behind. We are into lap 13, so 5 laps to go. Very nice line for both of them. See the green car of Clark back behind them. Braking downhill for turn 8. It's a very difficult corner actually, it's very easy to lose the car under braking. Lap times 2:42 almost for Robert. Minas cyclist 2:43.1, very slow. Clark Williams by contrast 57.7. Sorry, that's clearly not correct. We get it back. We get his lap time on the next lap, next time around on the start-finish straight. He is gaining ground. Clark can drive much faster than 2:42. Lap 14 for the leaders. We are already started the new laps. Christopher Dunn. 3 laps to go. 4 laps to go actually, sorry. Robert is menacing. We'll see if he will want to pass. Again, said it the last time around, but I'm very happy to see the iGPFun colors on the livery chosen by Robert Simpkins. Thanks for doing that. Three cars together getting into the first corner. 40.7 per lap time. Robert is very, very close. Clark, meanwhile, so let's see the lap times, but he looks closer. Yeah, again, 2:57. That is not correct, but he's now 1.5 seconds behind Minas. So he gained half a second. Robert having a look on the inside. Hard braking 2.5. Looks clean. He's up. Oh, David almost lost it. Minas could pass him, and look how close Clark is now. Cars trying to get for a very same spot, very tight corner. It is 6, not the place to pass. And Clark is right with them. Position 8 for Clark now. Let's see how it looks like from his camera car. If I can bring it up. It looks like he is getting ready to pass. Very nice line for the car as well. He's gonna have a good exit and then probably attack under braking from Canada corner. Up ahead you can see Minas in the white and light blue car. Everybody's spreading wide. Now real room for Clark. Maybe on the outside we'll see David and Minas side by side. They're slow, of course. No place to go for Clark. Andrew Taylor, meanwhile, moved up to position 11. He passed Rod Silverwood. See the blimp up ahead in the sky. Let's have a look from it. That's how it looks like. Let's go back to the cockpit. They seem to be moving around on the straight a little. They're trying to get into a draft, out of a draft, overtaking position. Nice testing for Clark. 3, I would not attack there. Yeah, early braking actually. He heard it. He put the wheel on the grass, almost lost it. Good control there. Not bad. David on the outside, attacking Minas on the outside. It's very difficult to pass. He made it stick, actually. Not yet. Close racing. Both drivers very well behaved. And David is on the outside. He has to give up eventually. Robert probably says thanks, as he has now built a 1.4 seconds gap over these 3 drivers. Fighting is never good for your lap time, of course, but it is fun and exciting to watch, but very much also to drive. Meanwhile, Cosimo has overtook Zlatko for second place. Yeah, you can see Cosimo has a higher speed, both because of the draft and because of the damage on Zlatko's car. Moving to the inside for Canada corner. Cosimo Monti is back in second place. to the 3 drivers. Because again, this is an image from Clark Williams' car, getting very close, just right under the gearbox of David Hersen. Sorry again for the pronunciation, please don't get offended. Clark, 41.0 the previous lap. Barani behind him is backing at 39, but is actually 10 seconds behind this driver, so nothing can be done there. Looks like Clark is passing, yes, back up to 7th place. We're actually getting close to Robert as well. Robert Simpkins is not driving away. Very significant drop again. Sacco has moved back to 2nd place. Sorry, I went back too much. Sorry for that. Well, we watch the race again. It's Clark overtaking. Very tight. Drivers are getting more aggressive. This is lap 15 now. 3 laps to go. This one is included. So you cannot wait too much anymore. Car in front, you can see in the long visual is Richard Thorpe Jensen, position 4 at the moment. Clark attacking on the inside, on the outside, sorry. Minas is defending. Luca Agretti was the car in the grass. It was his lap car, side by side, and Clark is through. Yes, very nice fight, very nice pass. The other car up ahead is John Ansby, is damaged. Clearly had an accident, he's driving back to the pit. He's in position 19 at this moment. Let's stick with this group of drivers. Quick look at Nezovic, position 3, doesn't seem to be able to attack. And sorry. Clark actually passed. Braking, let's have a look at it again. Again, apologies for the confusing camera work. Getting the hang of it. Actually getting distracted because my lap counter says it's 2 laps to go, but we have a finish flag up in the overlays. I'm not quite sure. Clearly these guys are still racing. Actually, Robert defended the inside of Canada corner, but it still was not enough. It's 4 wide, actually 2 wide, side by side. start with a checkered flag. Lap counter says there is another lap to go. Clark seems to be gone. David. Yeah, that was actually the very last lap of the race, and I miss it. So the position is wrong again. Sorry. So let's have a look at the results. Clearly they are not working. Anyway, let's get a shot of Christopher. Very well deserved. Race is actually over. Apologize. I didn't show you the right positions at the time, but Christopher Dam won a very, very nice race. Here he is, driving the last lap of the race. Second race in a row that he wins after Summit Point. Cosimo Monti was second. He was third at Summit Point. Zlatko Nezovic, fourth place. Fourth place for Richard Top Jensen. Clark Williams up to fifth after the crash. Yeah. Again, these are replays of the race while I read you the final positions. So Clark Williams was fifth, Robert was sixth, seventh place for Minas, eighth place for David Kertes, Luca Varani is ninth, Andrew Taylor is 10, Rod Silverwood 11, 12th place for Gianni Solito, 13th place Radu Kostin, Mikael Zentiak in 14th, Steve Greenwood, John Barrows, Luca Dereski are the drivers in scoring positions. Thank you again for watching our broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again for the messy camera work. We'll try to sort out the programs for the next few broadcasts, and see you again next week for race 3 of the iGPFun SRF tournament. We'll be racing at Lime Rock, very different track from this one, very tough, no traffic at all. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed it despite my commentary. Have a good day, goodbye.